Now, if you're a fan of almond and iris in fragrances, we have a real treat for you today. This one by Khalil T is called Kryptonite. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on this almond, iris, jasmine, aldehyde, tonka bean, and sandalwood fragrance, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Kryptonite by Khalil T, I'll tell you all about this fragrance, the notes, the smell, the performance, comparisons, so on and so forth. But I want to start the video off by saying that if you like fragrance-related content here on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. The perfumer for this is Stephanie De Bruyn. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This came out last year in 2022. The fragrance itself is called Kryptonite, and of course, if you're a fan of Superman, you know what Kryptonite is all about. Here we have a fragrance that combines iris, jasmine, tonka bean, aldehydes, cedarwood, sandalwood. It's a really special fragrance. I remember looking at the note breakdown and thinking to myself, jasmine, tonka bean, almond, is this gonna smell like Hypnotic Poison by Christian Dior? Is it going to smell like High Frequency by Inicio? Or even Pegasus by Parfums de Marly? So I had the opportunity to try it. I'm so glad I did. I'm gonna be telling you all about this one. If you're a fan of almond, jasmine, iris, you gotta stay tuned. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this fragrance, it opens up with this fizzy, sparkling introduction that kind of feels like champagne a little bit. It opens up very bright, very fizzy, very bubbly, very effervescent, and that's because there are aldehydes in here. It's funny because I have another fragrance in my collection that does smell strongly of aldehydes, and it was a Dallas exclusive by Le Labo, and it's called Aldehyde 44. It's a city exclusive, it's super expensive, and surprisingly, this one actually smells more like another Le Labo fragrance that I have called Another 13, but this one is different, so hang tight. This one smells natural. Another 13, totally synthetic. This one smells natural. It has the jasmine, the iris, so it's not waxy or lipsticky. It's actually rather smooth, and it's along the same lines in terms of the smoothness as the jasmine. The tonka bean and the sandalwood join forces to create this creamy, rich, smooth, buttery conclusion that is to die for. And you have this very ethereal heart. It's very magnetic. It opens up the composition. So it opens up very sparkling. It has this wide open expanse of olfactory territory in the heart. In the dry down, you have the sandalwood. Cedarwood is in the note breakdown, but I'm not really smelling it, to be honest with you, because there isn't anything dark or peppery or overly woodsy about this. If anything, it's just creamy, smooth, not overly sweet. There isn't vanilla as far as my nose can smell, but there is tonka bean, which gives a vanilla-like appearance, I suppose. So it's very creamy, rich, smooth. It has a delicate nature about it. And from start to finish, this fragrance is very gentle. I was really taken aback by how gentle it was. You know, some almond fragrances can be quite spicy. Some iris fragrances can smell like lipstick. Some tonka fragrances can be powdery. This has none of the above. It's not powdery, it doesn't smell like lipstick. It smells very clean, very smooth, very billowy. Another note that if I saw it in the note breakdown, I would have been convinced it's in here is musk. It actually smells like this clean bed of musk in the dry down, and there is no musk in the note breakdown, but the jasmine kind of gives it that musky, clean, billowy aroma. Jasmine also contains a compound known as indole, which can smell a little funky at times. I don't get that in this. I get the jasminol, so I get the clean components to it, but I'm not getting that funky, raunchy sort of an animalic thing that can happen in a lot of jasmine fragrances. This stuff is really special. It's a really, really nice combination of almond, jasmine, tonka bean, and here's the thing, it smells nothing like Pegasus by Parfums de Marly. This smells like a more mellow version of Pegasus. It smells like a more gentle, more mellow, more mild, more reserved and aloof version of some of these other fragrances. And I like the fact that it's not lipsticky. I like the fact that it's not overly sweet. I like the fact that it dares to be different, especially when you have so many fragrances out there following trends and it seems like everybody is copying everybody else. This one actually gets compared to a Prada. And I looked it up online and I don't remember which one it is, but it was one of the higher end Prada fragrances that are available at like Saks Fifth Avenue. I know I've tried it before and it's actually quite nice. And it does have that sort of a clean iris in here. So it's not the Christian Dior iris, it's the Prada iris. That's what you can expect from this one. Look, it's really nice. I'm gonna leave the links down below. This is not a sponsored video. The link to this product is not an affiliate link. I am not making any money from reviewing this particular fragrance. I just wanna make you all aware of a wonderful fragrance that I happened to discover, and I hope you have the opportunity to try this one as well. Thank you for joining me today. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, it does get compared to the Prada fragrance that I alluded to, even though I can't really remember the name. And I know I've tried it, but I don't remember it well enough to make that explicit connection. All I'm saying is that it's nice. I went into it with the expectation that it might smell similar to Pegasus by Marley. Doesn't smell like it, thankfully. Very different. It has that clean iris, not soapy per se, but it does have that clean Prada-esque iris. It's very nice. In terms of the longevity on this one, I got about 8 hours on skin. Projection was actually quite nice. For the first 45 minutes of application, it radiated within an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 5, a skin scent right around hour 8. In terms of the versatility, I would wear this one in the spring and summer. Personally, great for casual or formal, perfectly unisex, great for anybody of any age. And all things considered, I think it's a very versatile fragrance. I think in terms of the presentation, it's really nice as well. Of course, there have been so many bottles with this sort of a rectangular look and feel to them, but my final verdict on this fragrance is if you're looking for a clean iris that is neither lipsticky nor soapy, and you like notes like almond, jasmine, tonka bean, guys, try Kryptonite by Khalil T. Once again, I'm going to drop all the links down below. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you took something of value from today's presentation here. Kryptonite by Khalil T. If you enjoyed this review, or if you feel as though you learned something in today's episode, anything at all, please go ahead and consider showing your support by subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell and give this video a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. Thank you guys so much. Love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.